Here's your WNEM TV5 news update.
Good evening, everyone. I'm David Custer. Here's a look at the stories we are following tonight. The state reporting a sharp increase in new COVID cases at more than 2,307 deaths. That brings the state's totals through 1 year of the pandemic to more than 601,000 cases and the death toll at 15,706. The Central Michigan District Health Department reporting a positive case of the UK variant in both Gladwin and Roscommon counties. The state was able to identify the virus in 2 adult women. As of March 7th, the state says the UK variant has been identified in 47 states, with more than 430 of them in Michigan. 5 students and 2 staff members at Bay City Handy Middle School tested positive for COVID-19 over the past 2 weeks. Bay City Public Schools Superintendent Stephen Bigelow says the cases have kept a large number of students and staff in quarantine. Students return to remote learning and will continue to do so until Thursday, March 25th. This weekend, Saginaw County will begin vaccinating residents 50 and older living in the city in these 10 key areas identified as socially vulnerable by the state. Anyone who gets approved for an appointment of the first doses of the vaccine will be distributed on Saturday or March 20th at one of the locations in Saginaw. And Saginaw Transit Authority Regional Services is offering free rides to the following clinics that you see right there on your screen. Second doses will be at the same location 4 weeks later. To register for the vaccine and for more information, head to the Wednesday Hotlink section of WNEM.com. And now here's Brian with a look at your forecast.
Thanks very much, David. A record-breaking Wednesday around mid-Michigan as temperatures soared into the upper 60s and even in the case of Flint, low 70s. And best of all, we still get one more day of warm conditions to enjoy, all thanks to, well, this big storm system we see here on the First Warn 5 Sky Tracker tonight. It's really a classic springtime storm system. Powerful area of low pressure working its way through northwestern Iowa tonight. It's going to track in toward Lake Superior as we head into the overnight period. Out ahead of it, in the warm sector where we are, big surge of warm air, unseasonably warm, record-breaking air working its way in across the Great Lakes, Ohio Valley. And on the northern side where it's colder, some snow breaking out across parts of Minnesota and trailing back into the Dakotas. As that low eventually tracks east of us as we head into the second half of our Thursday, temperatures will begin to decline, but even when the cooler air beyond this system rolls on in, here's a look at how the temperature profile sits across the U.S. here tonight. There's our warm 60s, 67 Chicago, middle upper 60s here in mid-Michigan. Even when this system works its way through and this colder air mass arrives for the weekend, we're not going to see daytime temperatures in the 30s. In fact, this will moderate a bit so that the temperature drop on the backside of the system is really only going to bring our temperatures back closer to where they should be for the early to mid part of March. That means low to mid 40s in many cases as we look ahead toward the weekend. But in the interim, First Warn 5 hour-by-hour forecast this evening, just continuing to show the clouds thickening back up after some thinning over the course of the evening. By midnight, we'll see a new outbreak of some light showers working their way in, mainly north and west of the Bay, areas that were due to see some showers earlier today, but dry air thankfully held those at bay. Those showers will then become a bit more numerous as we move into the overnight period. 3 a.m. even showing a few hints of some possible heavier downpours as these showers roll in ahead of the approaching cold front. Not going to completely rule out a stray rumble of thunder either, but these showers will persist in some fashion, more isolated by the time we start to hit the morning drive around 6 a.m. tomorrow. However, through the first half of the day, maybe even the first few hours of the afternoon, you see there in parts of the thumb, it's very brief around lunchtime, maybe to about the 1 p.m. hour. There's going to be the possibility of a few more showers flaring up along this cold frontal boundary. But then once it passes east of us by tomorrow afternoon, as you see here at 2 o'clock, most of us already breaking back out into mostly sunny skies, and we will carry those into a windy but at least increasingly nice Friday afternoon and evening. Here's how the winds are going to fare as we head into tomorrow. Already by 8 o'clock tomorrow morning, we're looking at winds anywhere between 20 to even 25 miles per hour sustained, increasing to about 20 to 30 sustained during the afternoon hours, possibly even with gusts as high as 40 miles per hour. So if you have any loose objects around your home, make sure you get them secured, and could also lead to some isolated power outages here and there. For tonight, though, nothing to worry about. I'd even say it's good enough to maybe crack the windows, let some fresh air in, because lows are only headed for the mid-50s. Mostly cloudy skies, a few showers possible overnight, with those south-southwest winds increasing 20 to 30 miles per hour again for tomorrow with gusts to 40. But we'll hang on to the 60s for one more day, not quite the upper 60s like we saw today. Morning showers will eventually give way to decreasing afternoon clouds, allowing some sun on through. High temperature back to about 50 on Friday, but staying with mostly sunny skies. Plenty of sunshine over the weekend as well, but with high temperatures, again, closer to average, even a couple of degrees above in many cases, in the low to mid 40s.
Remember to tune into WNEM TV5 on air and online 24/7 for the latest news, weather, and information.